Did you know that some of the most revered saints in Catholicism might never have existed at all? For centuries, millions of people have sought intercession to figures whose lives are more legend than historical. Take Saint Christopher, the famous protector of travelers. You've probably seen his medal in cars or carried by people on long journeys. The story goes that he was a giant of a man who carried a child, who turned out to be Christ, across a river. It's a powerful image of faith and service. However, when historians and theologians dug into the records, they found something startling. There is no historical evidence that a man named Christopher, as described in the legend, ever actually lived. The story appears to be a beautiful allegory, a symbolic tale that grew over time, but not a biography of a real person. In 1969, the Catholic Church even removed his feast day from the universal calendar, acknowledging the lack of historical proof. Then there's the poignant story of Saint Philomena. In the 19th century, her veneration exploded across the Catholic world after a set of bones were discovered in the catacombs of Rome. The tomb slab had symbols, interpreted to mean she was a virgin martyr. She became known as the Wonder Worker, with countless miracles attributed to her intercession. Popes and saints were devoted to her. But later, archaeologists and scholars re-examined the tomb. They concluded that the inscription was misread and the tiles were likely reused from different tombs. The remains couldn't be definitively identified as belonging to a single person named Philomena, let alone a martyr. Her story, it seems, was born from an archaeological misunderstanding. And what about Saint George, the legendary dragon slayer and patron saint of England? His tale is one of the most epic in Christian lore, a brave knight who saves a princess and an entire town from a fearsome dragon, leading to their conversion. It's a classic hero's journey, but historians widely agree that the dragon story is a medieval romance, a myth that was attached to the memory of a real but much less documented soldier martyr from the 3rd century. The figure we know as Saint George is a composite of legend and a sliver of history, with the myth far outweighing the man. The list goes on. Saint Barbara, said to have been locked in a tower by her father. Saint Veronica, who wiped the face of Jesus on the way to Calvary. Even Saint Valentine, whose connection to love and romance is based on competing and historically murky legends. These stories are rich with symbolism and have inspired believers for generations. But their historical foundations are incredibly shaky. So, faith gave these figures life in the hearts of millions. But a critical look at history often takes that literal life away, leaving us with powerful legends instead of real people. What do you think about this intersection of faith and history? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.